Show. Steve Baczek, architect. Yes, I am out here at our Desert Serenade project. You're probably wondering what that beautiful cladding is behind me. Yes, so if I threw out terms like Japanese cypress, Yakisugi, you might not know. But I bet the minute I say Shou Sugi Ban, bells start going off and you start to understand. Yes, this video, sponsored by Nakamoto Forestry, we're talking everything Shou Sugi Ban cladding. Alrighty, build show. So, I thought before we jump outside and actually see this stuff get installed, that we become really familiar with the product, because some of you might not be as familiar with the Nakamoto Forestry products. I've used it on probably about a half dozen projects. So we're gonna see it getting installed here on this one specifically, but I love this product first and foremost. And part of it is because we can put it up as a system, and not only put it up as a system, but they have well over 30 different color configurations, whether they're wire brushed or not, just different combinations in different aesthetics. And then each one of those combinations has different profiles that we can then adapt to for specific reasons on a project. So the versatility of using this product is pretty darn wide. And the beauty is that it comes to the site directly from the distributor. The product gets warehoused in the Northwest, and then they directly ship across the country. So me being in the Northeast, if I have a project up there, which we have used it on, we basically put it on a truck and truck heads to Boston. And we get the product directly from Nakamoto Forestry. But let's talk a little bit about the product, and more specifically, the product that we're using here. And I talked about systems approach, which is, you know me, I'm a systems guy. I love companies that take the time to say, yeah, we don't just sell cladding systems. We actually sell the rain screen system, right? We're gonna put this on the wall, we're gonna put the siding up above it, and we're gonna have some drainage, some ventilation behind it. And like I said, we're gonna see that out there. But I get the rain screen system. When these boards come to a corner, how do I solve for that? Well, they have some beautiful corner profiles, and look at how beautiful and slick that system is. And here, which we are doing in some cases, where we have two different kinds and they switch depending on where we are on an inside corner or outside corner, but we have that very slick profile there that solves how do we deal with the corners. Now, as far as attaching it, they've teamed up with Simpson, and they have a nail system here. These appear to be number 8s, 2 inches, and they're a 0.092. But the thing about these is, look at the top is already color coded to the siding that you use. So you don't have to worry about going back and touching up all of the different nail heads. The nails are already pre-finished for you, and they are, in fact, the right nails for the job that they recommend. So let's talk about what we're using on this project specifically. You heard me say Japanese cypress, better known as Shou Sugi Ban. So we have 2 products here, and we have the Gendai product here, and that one you can see is fully charred, and we're left in that dark gray format. I mean, you might say it's black, but it is in fact probably, I would say maybe an 80% black, which is a beautiful complement to our Pika Pika, which it's just fun saying. I mean, we could do videos all day and just talk Pika Pika, all right? But it is basically this, where they wire brush it and basically clean it up, and it takes it down to that more natural color, that blonde color is what I call it. But they both get oiled in a linseed oil, and they all have a lapping profile. So you can see there, that reveals a nice little V groove, and we have a nice beautiful system there. So, without further ado, why don't we head on over to the actual project, and we'll talk about how this stuff gets installed, and we'll look at it firsthand. So I'll catch you over at the corner of the house. All right, so you can see here, builder is well underway. We have our weather-resistant barrier, and like all cladding systems, you know the deal, I love to have drainage and ventilation happening behind all claddings. And the great thing about Nakamoto Forestry is their concept of cladding is in full alignment with building science. So that's why they have an actual corrugated rain screen product as part of their system, because they pretty much require that their cladding gets installed on that corrugated rain screen system. So you can see it here. It comes into the corner. You can see the corner here is set up to be attached, and then the corner sits directly on the rain screen, so we have full ventilation and drainage behind there. But we also have this slot here that I grabbed a piece of the Gendai, and we'll just let that rest on the ground so I don't have to hold it up. You see, that just slides in. It'll get nailed off against that rain screen, but man, that is just a beautiful detail in their systems thinking. Now, one of the things that I wanted to point out when we were in the garage looking at the products, we had this and we had that lighter blonde color that I was calling Pika Pika. Yes, I'm jumping at every chance to say that. But understand that when the cladding gets treated at Nakamoto Forestry, it all gets treated to this level, right? All the boards get thermally treated, all of the boards get charred. What then happens is the desired finish, the boards get brought down to that desired finish. So in the Pika Pika, for instance, that we're using, it starts like this, and then they wire brush it and bring it down to reveal the natural wood below it in that blonde color. So we're gonna jump around the side here because they started installing some of that Pika Pika, and man, does it look very, very nice. But I also have a treat for you. We have Bill, who is the president of Nakamoto Forestry. He's gonna join me around the corner here, and we're gonna talk a little bit more about that Pika Pika. So I'll see you around the corner. All right, Bill.
Steve.
What a pleasure to have you out here.
Thanks
First of all, I commend you as the president of the company, feeling strong enough to say, hey, let's get out there and let's be part of the video and help the audience and the Build Show members here really understand about this product, because man, it is a beautiful product. But I'm sure the audience and myself, you know, when I started out, obviously I had a bunch of questions, but I know they have a whole bunch of questions. So first and foremost, tell us a little bit about Nakamoto Forestry.
Sure. So we launched North American distribution about 10 years ago. Okay. Prior to that, the Nakamoto Forestry family in Japan has been in timberland management for more than 100 years. Back in the late 60s, early 70s, we built mills to economies of scale for manufacturing siding, and then also heat-treated, burned Yakisugi, also called Shou Sugi Ban Siding. And now, in our home market in Japan, we have the largest market share for siding in general, and we have about a 60% market share for Yakisugi, or Shou Sugi Ban.
And you said that the treatment, so we're looking at this, it's thermally treated, the Pika Pika is wire brush. Is that something that's happening on this side of the pond, or is this happening in Japan?
Good question. All of the millwork processes are done in Japan, just because the mills are large. Japanese market is huge compared to US market and Canadian market. And so we bring over the milled and heat treated and surfaced lumber to the Pacific Northwest, and we have a coating shop where we coat the lumber, package it, store it, and distribute it throughout all of North and South America.
And I'm assuming that your storage facility is large enough that if I call for any variations of the 30 plus, you have it readily available, and as quick as the check clears, you can put it on a truck and send it to me anywhere in the country.
Well, we have a 2-week lead time for production, plus freight. Freight can be anywhere from 1 day to 2 weeks. but we have the largest inventory of Shou Sugi Ban in the world, actually, in Oregon.
Now, in talking with you, one of the important points that I took away was, you said you've been in business here in America for 10 years, but this has in fact been a process that's a century old in Japan.
Yes.
So we're not burning the wood and bringing it to America like it's some new national secret.
Right.
Right. This is a tried, true, tested. And what did you say the percentage of the market of cladding in Japan?
That we have?
Yeah.
We've got 60% market share in Japan.
Yeah, which is absolutely incredible. So that, I think that's testament to, the Japanese culture, thinking that when they make choices, they make very intelligent, very decisive choices. So to carry that kind of market share, that alone as an architect says something to me that this is a product that I should pay attention to. The Pika Pika. It's certainly one of my favorites. That up against the Gendai, which we'll bring into the corner here, I think is just going to be absolutely gorgeous against the red windows. I love the fact that we have multiple different choices as an architect, 30 plus. We can put things together. We can go for kind of a more traditional or kind of mountain style. We can do something a little bit more contemporary. You've really helped solve for the aesthetics in the product. And the thing that I appreciate the most about the product, beyond the systems thinking, which I commend you on, because there's a lot of cladding manufacturers that they stay miles away from how our product should get installed. Right. All they want to do is sell truckloads of product. They don't want to educate the public in the proper installation methods. Right. And I know that's different for you because I've experienced it. You have a rain screen that you recommend that you guys sell through Nakamoto Forestry that, hey, this is what we believe is the best product available for our product. And of course, that's why it's on the wall here, because we're a team. The minute I sign up to use this, you become an extension of my team and my technical team. And who am I to say, yeah, that is a dumb idea, let's do this. It's like, hey, if you guys recommended it, and I'm sure you guys have done all of the different testing and all of that at your facility. Is that?
Yes, I appreciate the Build Show in general, and especially working with you, Stephen, because you embrace traditional craft, and trade craft is so critical to a historic traditional building material like natural wood siding. It needs to be installed correctly by best building practices, and if done so, it'll outperform engineered products. Yeah.
I think, one of the downsides of me being me is that I don't get the luxury to come back here in probably 50 or 75 years to appreciate just how beautiful this building's going to look.
Right.
But somebody will. And, the beauty of this is in knowing that, yes, I'm going to drive away today. These guys are going to finish it. The homeowners are going to move in, but this cladding is going to look beautiful 75, 100 years from now, just as good as it looks today.
Yes.
As far as treatment goes, though, before we cut out, this is treated with an oil, and
yes.
I read in your literature that if we wanted to maintain it, we simply can come out here and wipe it down with an oil about every 5 years. Is that the recommended?
It depends on the local project weather.
Okay.
A good rule of thumb is every 5 years for a traditional linseed oil coating, which is what you selected for your project.
Yes.
We have multiple options because each customer has different needs.
That's
so
right.
we have more color-fast options that need to be recoated every 20 to 25 years.
Okay.
And then we have more organic, natural products such as a linseed coating, which is maintenance optional. So the color will change.
Okay.
On a north elevation, it will fade silver. On a south elevation, it will mellow reddish brown.
Okay.
In order to maintain an even tone over the entire structure from roof line to grade, it should be recoated every 5 years or so.
So it's a natural wood.
Yes.
The same would go for a cedar or other
Correct.
claddings.
They're all the
they
same.
all act the same.
They're all the same.
Mother Nature has her set of rules,
Right.
and they get applied to it. But got it. So yes, I love this. Hopefully the homeowner chooses to, have Andy come back from Beckett Construction and hit this every 5 years and keep it looking beautiful. But I think we pretty much covered everything. I'm going to give you the chance. Any parting words from the man himself, from Nakamoto?
Sure. After listening to all of the information from you, I would like to add that it's a very low carbon footprint building material, and we're the only Yakisugi, Shou Sugi Ban manufacturer that actually has a carbon footprint and an EPD for the completed product.
Okay.
Also, contractors have an easy time installing it. The boards are straighter than is standard in North America, so there's a very low defect rate.
And it goes, I mean, you get a nice flat, very consistent surface with the ring screen of choice here. Yeah, it's, I mean,
super easy to install.
I can't imagine it doesn't last a very, very long time. And, you know, one of the things that I really like about this is the fact that, you know, low carbon footprint, it gets shipped out and it's already finished.
Yes.
Right? So you can see the guys nailed this up literally about 10 minutes ago. These boards got nailed up here and they came off the pallet, got cut, got nailed. So there's no treatment, there's no anything extra I have to do. We just have to install it and it's done. The finish is done. So I can greatly appreciate that. And, you know, that's one of the kind of things that I'm always reminded to have the conversation with the homeowner and the builder, because a lot of people would say, you know, they might look at this and say, oh my God, look at how much that stuff is a linear foot. Right. But understand, you're buying the cladding, but you're also buying the finish along with that. Right. So you could say, I'm going to go buy a untreated primed board that might be a cement board or something, but then I'm going to pay 30 or 40 grand to have a painter come out here and paint my house. Right. So that finish cost has already been part of this, but we don't need a painter to come out here. We don't need any of that extra work to come out. We put the cladding up and walk away. So I can greatly appreciate that.
Pre-finished siding is so much easier to use than uncoated siding.
All right. Last word? We good?
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
Thank you. Well, there you have it, folks. Nakamoto Forestry. Like I said, you might know it as Shou Sugi Ban, but a lot of people know it as Japanese cypress. A lot of people know it as Yakisugi. I know my Japanese is not that great. Japanese, you know, their English is far better than my Japanese. But I do my best for you. I'll go out on a limb and, you know, I'll take it on the chin for you. But great product. I think, you know, we've demonstrated that. So go check them out, nakamotoforestry.com. And Bill, if for those that want to buy it, they can give a call to your line, inquire on your website, and you'll immediately have some of your sales team get after them. And you guys, I know firsthand, you'll hold their hand through the whole process to get that product delivered to their site.
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, thank you, sir. Thank you out there. I'm Steve Baczek, Architect. This is The Build Show, and that's everything you needed to know about Shou Sugi Ban, Nakamoto Forestry.